Don't really do space like that. White people love space movies. They love movies about the moon and Mars where they can be leaving our ass down here on Earth. That's what they think. They think they're gonna leave us down here on Earth. They gonna move to the moon. Ain't gonna happen. Y'all move to the moon, damn it, we coming to the moon.
Panda perspective. This is gonna be a different video. I'm letting you know right now, since it's still fresh. You got time to click off if you want to. You know what I'm saying? But damn, hold on. My bad. I'm sorry, y'all. It's kind of weird. But okay. What the fuck? Come on, bro. All right. Fuck it. That'll work. Okay. Yeah. So shout out to Katrina. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to really keep talking about the same shit. I don't know how them other niggas do that shit and don't get tired of it, but you know, Katrina sent me this video, this article, and it was about motherfuckers, and these is all countries. This ain't just the U.S., but they're trying to start building houses on the water because I guess the flooding and shit. That's their excuse, but I put the clip in the beginning of this video for a reason, because it's like I actually watched like the whole video, and one thing I noticed, which keep in mind I'm still fresh to this, so I might be looking at it with ignorant eyes. We could talk about what that means later, but or subjective eyes, let me say that. But I was listening and she kept referring to Katrina, the hurricane, and she was saying that people that live, it's mostly of them houses that got ruined, there were shotgun houses. So they were saying we can build them houses in the water. You know what I'm saying? That it's like it. I'm gonna put the link in the description because I really want you to go watch this shit. But it'll raise the house up when it floods and then drop it back down, but you still like on top of the water. I'm not going to go into too much detail on that because we'll be here all day, but it was more of, are y'all trying to put niggas out there or y'all trying to get away from us? That's what I was trying to figure out, because you're not talking about the middle class, high end class, because this is how I thought. Number one, you know how you can get a house, you can like, say you go to a subdivision, oh, I want that lot right there. All right. Do you want the house pre-built? Keep in mind, I don't know this much about this shit. This is all new to me, but do you want the house pre-built? Or my grandma had, okay, let's put it this way. My grandma had a house built in Killeen, Fort Worth. It was like right there, that thin line. She got the lot and built the house right there. But she like built it the way she wanted to build it. Like they give you, all right, this is the budget, or this is how much do you want to spend? All right, with this much money you can do this. You can't do that with them water houses. They said you in the USA you cannot do that. So that made me think, okay, so you subjective to, because then she started talking about the square footage, and it was like, y'all trying to put niggas in the water? Because I remember hearing some shit back in the day, probably like 10 years ago, and it was way before that, but I didn't hear about it until like 10 years ago, that there was some shit that happened in Miami, Florida, to where there was a bridge and they sent everybody to this island. I'm not sure what island it was. They sent everybody to the island and then blew up the fucking bridge so they couldn't come back. And that sounds a lot like what they're doing. Because, I mean, the way they set it up, it looks like you're not far away from the land, but that's how it starts. It starts like, oh, you right here, you know what I'm saying? You out the way. It's a subdivision, but you in the water. And it's like, okay, but with all this gentrification going on and shit, changing the hoods back into the popular area, the higher end area, it's like, wouldn't you put all the niggas on the water? And it's like, man, I don't. Just go with me. I'm not finna, every time I say something, I have to explain it. Just follow me. You put all the niggas on the water To the point, like I said, it starts like that. Because then, let's say you do put middle class, high end people in the water, right? The rich people gonna want to go deep in the water. So my thing is, where the fuck is the cutoff line at? If we in the water, like, where's the sanction line for that? Like, you just all in the ocean, or the ocean is... I didn't know countries own ocean. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen to the conversation we having. Like, this is not for everybody, but I wish it was. Like, I wish we did think about this instead of who the fuck set up PNB Rock. What does that do to your everyday life? Nothing. But these startup companies, man, I got a whole nother story I'm finna do about that. Like, and it's like, bro, fuck that. So back to what I was saying. So with that, it's like, everybody always thought niggas, and I think they gonna do that too. I think it's just so much shit going on. When you jump in there and you start figuring, you like, damn, if they doing that, well, I wonder what they doing up there on the moon. And if they doing that, I wonder what they doing. Like, how the fuck we giving $1 billion away to other countries, but we in a recession? We just had a pandemic. Motherfuckers is broke. Gas is high. It's not high now, but it was. Food shortage, all this shit, but we giving money. We selling land. Like, that's what we're doing. We're selling our land. Everybody always felt like niggas that's rich. That's why when niggas put money up to their ear and shit, it shows, okay, you're in that tax bracket. You probably don't even file your taxes. But it just shows, like, you see Jay-Z doing that shit? No. So obviously their money isn't the same as our money. Surpass Jay-Z level, Jeff Bezos and shit, it's like, yeah, that shit is far-fetched, bro. So it's like, look how far behind we are. Look how far we think we know everything. And us as a people, I think we know a lot, but it's because we don't want to come together and let our ideas bounce off one another. Because as soon as somebody has some truth behind it, I'm the one that said it first. It's like, who the fuck said, who cares who said it first? It's been said, now let's do some action. Now let's focus on who said it first so we can give them their credit. I don't know. Shout out to my nigga Ayo. You know, that situation. And I'm going to let him handle it. He the big dog. He the one that put the blood, sweat, and tears into his shit. So however he want to handle it, I'm riding with it. I feel like you niggas ain't real like that. Man, you did that, man. You should have did this. It's like, are you fucking... Who the fuck is you talking to? Let's see. I don't even want to go there today, man. I'm in a good mood today. So, but no, I was just watching that, man. And I saw, like, just how they... I saw how they just... I don't know. It's kind of like motherfuckers just... To me, it's like motherfuckers that's... superior. No, I don't even want to say that. Fuck that, because that's bullshit. I'll put it to you like this. I feel like white folks grew up and they don't have to worry about everyday shit. So since they don't have to worry about everyday shit, they get to venture off and actually live life. We spend our whole life trying to get to a certain point, and either we get to that point or we die before we get to that point. But then we teach our kids, hey, this is what you do too. So it's like, that's why niggas get mad when they see rappers with all this money, and it's like, dog, you was just on the porch talking about how if you got some money, you would do this and do that. Which I never took a nigga serious that said any of that shit. Man, I'm gonna come back and build a, what's the name? It's like, bro, you finna go work with them white folks. And as soon as they say stop fucking with them niggas, you gonna stop fucking with them niggas. Like, come on, bro. I don't know why motherfuckers look at rappers like they Lord and Savior. I just did a video about Kenny B. Like, niggas would sit here and say, you my favorite rapper, but as soon as you give your life to God, oh, this nigga lame. He ain't really sliding like that. Bitch, you not sliding like that, so why is you even entertaining? Like, why? How is that your favorite rapper? Usually when somebody that's your favorite rapper, that's because you see yourself in them. Like, y'all have some, I don't even want to say that because that might be out of context, but y'all have something that connect. Like, Currency, my favorite rapper. Currency smoke weed. I don't smoke weed. But Currency be riding at old schools. He like mafia movies. He like pimp movies. He smooth on the bitches. His playlist is pretty laid back. That's how I am. I would be crazy if I said King Von was my favorite rapper. Or I don't like when anybody say if they favorite rapper is anybody that's came out in the last 2 years. I don't take them fucking seriously, bro. I don't. Cause it's like, what was you listening to the 2 years before this? Another nigga that had just came out in 2 years. So it's like, yeah, bro. I don't really, nah. But see, I done got off fucking topic. See, I'm gonna have to work on that, breaking that habit. Not of getting off topic, because anything I say off topic is probably has a lot to do with what we talking about, or it needs to be said. But with them houses on the water, it made me just think, like, bro, look what we working for, and look where the fuck they going. Like, and I ain't saying that we chasing them or nothing like that. I think we did have that problem. Like, we might still have that problem, but I feel like we was always trying to live like the white folks, and it's like, nigga, you're black. Not saying that, but live like you. Like, don't look at them and be like, they superior. I need to be with them and be around. That's what I'm saying. I can say I believe in God, and everybody look at me crazy, but you should be following that white man. He the one that got all of it. It's like, okay, bro, I don't know. I'm telling y'all this because I never would have came across this, nothing. I'm pretty sure nobody in my lane that I follow would have ever spoke on something like this. And that ain't no knock to nobody. I'm just saying, like, that shit really shocked me to the point you see I'm sitting here talking about it. So I hope y'all go watch that video. You know what? Fucking, I'm gonna force y'all to watch that bitch. I'm gonna put a clip in this hoe at the end. So yeah, Panda Game Militia, nigga, we out this hoe.
This is the design for the world's first modern floating city. It claims to be resilient to hurricanes and sea level rise, housing a sustainable and self-sufficient population.
A city that is the most resilient city you can imagine, but at the same time, the most enjoyable city that you can